What's up, guys? It's your boy Gorilla Mike, giving you the weekend roundup. It's Monday, July 1st, 2019. So, welcome to July. It's my birthday month, so good luck to all of us for this month. Hope you accomplish a lot of things. Getting straight to it, the 2019 NBA free agency got underway at 6 p.m. on Sunday, and a lot of big things happened. The biggest news, of course, goes to the Nets. They're big winners. So the biggest name in free agency, of course, this season was Kevin Durant. Apparently, what happened was that he was able to work out a sign and trade deal with the Golden State. So they signed and traded him. They signed him for 4 years, 164 million. Then they traded him to the Brooklyn Nets. In return, the Golden State Warriors got D'angelo Russell in a 4 years, 117 million. So D'angelo Russell goes to Golden State, I guess, as a shooting guard. He's going to be filling in for Klay Thompson this year as Klay sits out with his injury. So that's a good pickup for Golden State. That was a very smart move. If they're going to lose KD, they got something back in return, and that's a very valuable asset as a young player, up and coming, and let's see what's going to develop with him. It's going to be interesting to see him and Steph in the backcourt. And sticking with Golden State, surprisingly, not surprisingly, business is business. They traded a long-time Golden State Warrior and one of the favorites on the team in terms of one of the poster boys for the Golden State Warriors, Andre Iguodala, was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies for some draft picks, so he's out of Golden State. So sad to see him go, but like we say, business is business, and I guess they had to clear some cap room, and of course, pick up some future first-round picks as well. So, sticking with the Nets and going on, to the second, I guess maybe the second or third big name for free agency this season is Kyrie Irving. So the good news for the Nets is that they were able to not only pick up KD from Golden State in a sign and trade, but they are also able to pick up Kyrie Irving for a reported how much will Kyrie will be making. I'll get to that in a second. I'm not sure how much he's going to be making, but he's going to be joining KD on the Nets, and they're going to be, KD's going to be out for this year, so we don't know what's going to happen for this upcoming season, but certainly Kyrie's going to be running the show by himself as we wait on KD to come back from his Achilles injury. So both of those players go to the Nets. The Nets pick up and they also trade D'angelo Russell. So I always said that I never thought it was a good fit for KD to be with Kyrie. I think Kyrie is a similar player to who Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City. So they're both ball dominant guards. They both have a similar personality in terms of being ball hogs, so to speak, not showing maybe necessarily the correct intangibles like leadership and selflessness, I suppose. Not the best teammates per se, but let's see how it works out. I wish them luck in the Nets. They just made the Eastern Conference a hell of a lot stronger with the Nets. So let's see how that's going to pan out. So that's KD and Kyrie going to the Nets. In addition, the Nets also picked up DeAndre Jordan. So he's going to join the Nets for 4 years, $40 million. So they've got a nice squad going forward. The big loser in New York, of course, is the Knicks. They were not able to, they didn't see the need, or they weren't ready to offer Kevin Durant the max. They had some questions about his injury per se, but the Knicks are idiots. So they started the free agency season with the biggest salary cap room of 17 million, and they failed to pick up anybody. They got Julius Randle, but he's not anybody big. He had a good year in New Orleans, but he's not one of the big. Everybody was hoping or expecting the Knicks to sign one of the big names. Kawhi, Kyrie, KD, Kemba at least, but no, they didn't pick up anybody. So Nets had a big pickup. Golden State got a good asset in return. The Knicks didn't do shit, right? So Philly's another team that made some moves. So they re-signed Tobias Harris for 5 years, 180 million. Then they did a sign and trade, or they're working on a sign and trade for Jimmy Butler with the Heat. So Jimmy's going to go to the Heat. in return for some other assets as well as Josh Richardson. So he's good. He's a good quality player. So I'm not sure, there's not a lot of people, there's not anybody in Miami to play with for Jimmy. I guess they're going to build around him per se. Maybe he's not the number one star, but maybe he's looking to be. He's got his team now. But it is South Beach, it is Miami, so there's a lot of nightlife and great, amazing weather, and of course, beautiful women. So Jimmy's going to enjoy his time down there, and Pat Riley's there. So I get, the Heat has always been an attractive team just because of the other things that go around the game. So good luck to Jimmy. I would have liked to see him either stay with Philly or go to LA Clippers with Kawhi. I thought they would have made a good team, a matchup or team up in LA with the Clippers, but that's not gonna happen. In addition, Philly also signed Al Horford. They got him from Boston, but they didn't trade or anything. They got him. Al didn't re-sign with Boston, so he went straight up to Philly for 4 years, 109 million. So he's gonna join Embiid and those guys. So Philly's got a strong team. Looking like a strong, so you got the Nets looking good, you got Philly looking good, and then of course Boston, they picked up Kemba Walker in a sign and trade deal with the Charlotte Hornets. So he got a 4-year, $141 million deal. He's gonna go to Boston in return for Terry Rozier and some other stuff, I guess, for Charlotte is gonna pick up. So everybody got what they wanted. I think it's a good Charlotte was able to get a good quality asset, not overspend for a player. Maybe Kemba wasn't worth what he wanted from Charlotte, and they're able to build around that and stay under the salary cap. And of course, Boston got a perfect replacement for Kyrie. Exactly similar game to Kyrie, with, I think personally, better personality, better teammate, better leadership, better all the things that go around the game that make champions what they really are. So Boston had a good pickup. Everybody's counting them out because they got rid of Kyrie, or they let Kyrie slip through their fingers, but they were able to go out and get a quality asset like Kemba, who's going to slip in Kyrie's shoes very easily. So yeah, man, that's about it. The Boston Celtics had a good pickup. Philly's looking good. The Golden State got D'Angelo Russell for KD. At the end of an era one cannot say enough about that. KD's impact on the Warriors. He came over in that surprise decision to join the best team in the league, and they had a little dynastic run that ended this year, sadly, with some injuries, most notably, of course, to KD with that Achilles tear. So he's out of Golden State. I wouldn't have done it if I was him. I would have stayed in Golden State, man. You could build your legacy there. Got your number retired. Enjoyed the weather. Been close to your money in Silicon Valley. On a great team with good quality people, not just basketball players, but Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, just solid dudes, nice guys. With a legendary coach who's going to probably go down as one of the greatest coaches ever to coach the game, Steve Kerr. Quality organization, moving to a new arena. These guys got so much money that arena is going to make so much money. So you had a nest egg, a golden goose in Golden State, and you gave it all up to go to the Nets, start fresh with a volatile individual such as Kyrie. Have to build your legacy once again. Who knows if you're ever going to win another championship? Who knows if you're going to get your number retired in New York? And who knows if you're ever going to come back and be the same player that you were when you got injured, before you got injured, sorry. And so there's a lot of question marks with KD that he traded for over certainty, right? So he had something solid, something that he knew in Golden State, something that was pretty awesome. I think a lot of players would have traded a lot just to be in a position that what KD was in Golden State. The fans loved him, the team loved him, but he chose to leave and he went to New York, went to the Nets with Kyrie, an unknown factor. So there's a saying that I always live by: the devil that you know is always better than the devil that you don't know. So he traded one thing that he was very certain of in order to get something that he may not be so certain of, right? So let's see what happens. I'm going to be rooting against them simply because I don't like Kyrie. So KD, from now on, you can kiss my ass. I'm still a Golden State fan. I'm still going to be backing Steph when Klay and the boys get back, and of course D'Angelo Russell now part of the team. I don't know if they're going to trade him or they're going to keep him, but he's a very valuable asset either or. So that's about it for KD and in Golden State. That's the end of the era. Philly, hopefully it starts something big in Philly. They can build and they can climb the ladder and get to the Eastern Conference. In terms of the finals, representing the East in the finals. But of course they got to contend with the Nets. And Jimmy, one of my favorite players. I'm going to keep an eye on him in Miami. He's a quality player. He's going to work hard, and he's going to do awesome in Miami, right? So that's about it for the first round, the first day of NBA 2019 free agency. Big move so far. So everybody's waiting on Kawhi. So he's the next big, the big alpha dog to see what he's going to do. Hopefully he goes to the Clippers. I would love to see him in the Clippers. The East Coast is starting to look, a lot of the attention is going to the East. So let's see what's going to go on with him and the West. I don't want to see him go to LA, the Lakers. I don't want to. That would be terrible. I would root against that team, to be quite honest. I would love to see him in LA, the Clippers, and building his own legacy, working hard to win another championship and getting his number retired in his hometown. I mean, if he chooses to stay in Toronto, he's going to get his number retired, and he's going to, he's already won a championship, so he's going to have a legacy to build on there. Going to LA, he'll have to, start fresh, but he's done it before, and I would love to see him in LA again. So let's see with the other dominoes fall, the other chips fall, and see what's going to go on. But it's an exciting start. It started off pretty good. Let's see what all the pundits on ESPN and all the big news outlets, sports news outlets are talking about, and I'm sure this is the first round, so there's going to be some more developments in store. So this is your boy Gorilla Mike, keeping you up to date with all the breaking 2019 NBA free agency news. If you like my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of all my videos. And like I said, our first week of July started off pretty good. Looking forward to the NFL starting up in a few months, and continued developments with NBA offseason. So enjoy your week, enjoy your Monday. It's your boy Gorilla Mike. I'm out.